Welcome back to another review video, and today I'm going to be looking at something a little bit different. A company called Ekster has sent me a few of these products. They reached out to me the other day and asked if I'd like to demo them on the channel, and I said why not, because I've always wanted one of these kind of flicky sort of wallets here that store cards and sort of flick the cards out. So yeah, I've heard of this brand before. A few different podcasts and what have you, I think, have them on there. So yeah, I thought I'd make a video and just give you a demo of how each of these products are used, what basically comes with them, and my general thoughts. So yeah, for those of you who are kind of in this kind of EDC market, this is really for people who just want to avoid carrying around a bulky kind of wallet. So I mean, this is my usual wallet. I don't even use it anymore these days, but it really sort of keeps everything nice and slim. And of course, you're not going to store as many bits and pieces in this wallet. It's more kind of for cards. But yeah, it's definitely enough for most things anyway. I mean, this is my general kit that I carry around these days. So this holds maybe 2 to 4 cards. I only carry around 2 cards, and I've got my keys on here, and I've got a light. So, but yeah, because I'm kind of prone to losing things, I like to keep everything connected together, but it is a little bit awkward at times, especially when you just want to take, a card out or something. You've got to pull this whole thing out of your pocket. All right, so this is the first of these 3 products, the Ekster Cardholder, and this one comes in 3K carbon fiber. They've just released this model. There is also a high durability carbon fiber model as well on there, where you can't really see all the individual bits and pieces, this sort of carbon fiber pattern, but apparently it's more durable. And you can see on the back there's like, some info if you want to pause the video, but I'll go through some of this stuff anyway. But yeah, it's, as you can see, it's ultra slim. It's, slots right into your pocket. You're not going to feel that in there as well. Feels pretty durable. And I'll just sort of see if I can get a little bit closer so you can see what it looks like. This back plate as well is made of aluminium, and fits up to 12 cards, so 6 cards inside the actual mechanism itself, and then another 6 cards underneath this back plate. And essentially how it works is, I'll probably need a thinner card. Essentially how it works is that you just slot the card in underneath the back plate like this, and that's it. So you can store another 6 cards. And if you want, you can also use this as a money band, so you can add some notes, things like that. The entire wallet has RFID blocking for security, and you've got this one-handed trigger like I've demonstrated a few times already. And just fans out your cards in seconds. It's kind of like I really think this is going to be a fidget tool or something like that for me. I'm glad it just doesn't shoot them out the other side. And it's quite interesting how it works there. If you look down the inside, I don't know if I can actually show. It's probably not gonna be able to see in there. But there's basically a mechanism in there that doesn't matter however you put the cards in. I mean, they could, as long as they just go in that slot there, it's going to always push them out with these little gaps in between, so that you can actually identify which card. So like I mentioned before, the entire card holder is made of premium 3K carbon fiber, and it's pretty lightweight. Believe it's about 60 something grams, but it is strong enough to survive a drop. It's also fairly scratch resistant as well. And I don't really own any carbon fiber EDC bits and pieces, and I had a bit of a read about it, and carbon fiber is in a league of its own. So it's lighter than aluminium, tougher than steel, and almost impossible to scratch. So it does keep this stealthy woven look for years. Ekster have a really generous return policy, so basically within the first 100 days, if you don't like it, you can return it, get your money back, and it also has a lifetime warranty. So coming up next is this key holder from Ekster, and it stores up to 8 keys. This is the case that it comes in. So you can see a 6061 recycled aluminium. Also has a lifetime warranty, and just allows you to kind of simplify your, put all your keys in one place, store them nicely. I'll show you just a little close up. of it, and I've added in a couple of keys. I really don't have many keys, but yeah, basically you can see there's some spaces in there. If you've got more keys, you probably don't need those spaces, but yeah, you can store your keys in there, flip them out, access them pretty easily. And I'm not sure if this is titanium or stainless steel. It looks like it. Look, it might be. It might be titanium because it just has that same kind of grayish stonewash look of titanium, but the hardware is pretty good quality. And yeah, the sides are made of aluminium, but this back area here is made of some type of plastic or silicon. And there is also this little thing here on the end, so you can attach a keychain if you have like your car keys or even like a flashlight or something like that on a keychain near the end if you want. And I think it would have been cool if there was a way to like connect these together, and yeah, just maybe like a keyring hole or something like that, just so that I could carry it like that. But I don't think many people would do that. It's just going to be clunky. Probably best to have them separately to kind of preserve the aesthetic and yeah, reduce all the clunkiness. But yeah, people like me, I sort of tend to, if I'm not careful, I can misplace things and stuff like that. So that's why I kind of keep them all in this unsightly sort of keychain joined together. So this here is a little device which was quite surprising. It's basically like a little GPS tracker the size of a credit card. And what it does, I guess one of the huge selling points of these Ekster wallets, Ekster card holders, is that they are trackable. So, you know, it makes a little sound there when I turn it on. When you press it, it kind of, I guess it just lets you know that the thing is on, and it starts tracking. And it comes with this charging cable here that you just attach on, just magnetically attaches. And it's very difficult to see here. I've got light on, but there's a tiny little red light that shows that it's charging there. So you might think you have to charge this pretty often, but I went on the Ekster website and apparently it lasts for about 4 months on a single charge, which is pretty impressive. And yeah, what you can do essentially is just store it within the wallet itself and store a bunch of extra cards there like that. Pretty sure you can probably just put it underneath the back plate as well, though it's going to be probably a bit more clunky. I'd put it actually inside the device itself. But yeah, this one works with Apple Find My. So I actually don't own any Apple devices, and there is an Android version of this. I think Ekster might have just, yeah, they sent me this one, but they didn't actually ask me whether I had an Android or Apple phone. But yeah, if you have an Apple phone, this just allows you to essentially locate your wallet wherever it is. If someone's nicked your wallet or if you've left it somewhere, yeah, they've collaborated with Apple Find My to basically create this thing, which is pretty cool. Okay, so some considerations if you're thinking of getting the Ekster card holder and the key holder here as well. So the first one is this RFID blocking system in here. So I mean, that comes with a lot of wallets anyway these days, but you need to take the cards out if you want to pay for things, open doors, that kind of thing. Even if you've got one here, you might be able to slip a card like underneath the top bit, and that will be fine. But yeah, I'll probably reserve that area for notes and just the cleaner sort of aesthetic. But thanks to this easy deploy button, if you just put the card down the back, it'd be pretty easy to, you know, scan it like that and then put the card back in the same position. So yeah, it should only take a couple of seconds, and it's better for security anyway. So the second consideration is this carbon fiber design. So it can be brittle if you hit it in one place. Apparently, I've read reports of people sort of snapping carbon fiber products or just cracking them, that kind of thing. So yeah, there is a reinforced version, like a stronger carbon fiber version that Ekster sell. And if that's not your cup of tea, you can also go for just the usual aluminium models, which are 6061 anodized. Those are going to be, you know, fantastic all-rounders, especially if you think you're going to drop it and stuff like that. You just end up with a dent or a scratch. Okay, so I just thought I would flick over to the Ekster website, and that's the version that I have here, the carbon fiber model. And this is the one that I was talking about, that carbon forge model. Ekster claim is going to be more durable. Yeah, let's have a look. Yep, here we go. Yeah, it kind of looks a bit like camo, doesn't it? And you can also choose from a few other colors and bits and pieces. What's this? Oil slick. It's like Eclipse, Astral, Navy. I'm not sure if those are made of aluminium or not, but these other ones are. So just these ones up the top here. So yeah, like I said, if you wanted just a standard aluminium one, probably grab one of those. They're actually a little bit cheaper as well. It's also interesting that Ekster do a bunch of these different accessories. So yeah, that finder card is the one that I was showing you before, but there is a second one somewhere. Yeah, this tracker card, which is basically compatible with Android devices as well. So make sure you get that one rather than the Finder card if you've got an Android device. Key Tracker. What else do we have? There's a tool card, so that's like something you can fit inside the device and push out, kind of like the Finder card I demoed before. It's like a cache clip backplate as well, so additional little accessories that you can add on. The third consideration, like I mentioned earlier, is I just wish this wallet had some kind of keyring area on the side, maybe just a way to attach a key or two, even an area to attach a lanyard and then maybe a key on the end. You know, I just find that, yeah, for my particular purpose would be easier, just to make sure I don't lose something. Of course, you could potentially like slot a key inside. And the final consideration is probably the most obvious one, is that not everyone really needs a wallet these days. So if you don't carry around business cards, normal cards, cash, that kind of thing, and you probably don't need this. And personally, I need to carry around at least 2 cards with me. And you know, the reason why I switched to something like this is because I just didn't want to carry around a bulky kind of wallet. But this one is kind of around the same size. It's a little bit larger, as you can see, and also looks a lot nicer. So yeah, if you've got that sort of flick out system so you can store extra cards in there. You know, often what I do is that I, you know, depending on where I'm going, I'll just grab the cards that I need and then put them back in my other wallet. But having a bit more storage space would be good. Then I can just have all those cards in there. And I like how it's, you know, fairly holds those cards in fairly strong as well, so they're not going to just fall out. So I thought I'd show you a closer up of this key holder system. And you've got this area here, and Ekster include this little coin. You can use a screwdriver or anything like that, really. And basically you just unscrew that. The screw comes off, and then you slot in the keys and whatever. You put spaces in between. You can take the spaces out, and there is a ratcheting system. So every time you turn it, it's difficult to demonstrate on camera, but there's like a slot where it stops moving, and then you continue on, and then it locks into the next slot. This is a pretty clever system, and it stops the keys from getting loose over time and potentially falling out. So yeah, if you're someone who's looking for one of these flick out card holder wallets, this is a pretty cool option, and I like that it comes in different finishes, different colors. Lifetime warranty as well, so you really can't go wrong, and they'll refund you the money if you don't like it within 100 days. This thing here, I don't know if personally I'm going to use it, only because I've got 2 keys on me. But if you've got more keys, if you've got maybe other things that you carry along with you, like car keys, I don't have a car, so you know, this might be good for you. Both the wallet and the key holder feel premium, and they kind of streamline your everyday carry, so less bulk, and not to mention look pretty stylish as well. So yeah, if you're interested in getting one, I'll leave a link down in the video description, and I'll also have a discount voucher from Ekster if you want to get one using that code. And yeah, if you've got questions, comments, that kind of thing, just let me know down below in the comments and I'll get back to you. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, click the like button and send it to someone who might be interested. Just helps me to get my channel out to more people. And if you want to see more EDC and gear reviews, make sure you subscribe.